What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Growing Up Fish. I'm Jamal. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how I clean my tanks and the importance of keeping your tank clean. So we already have our 3 buckets laid out. These have been buckets that I've been using for years, and that's exactly what you want to make sure is that you want to use the same buckets as you have been using as a cycle to clean your tanks. So this is the funnel that I'm going to use to simply take some of the water out. And so I'm just simply going to put one end in the bucket and then put the other end in the tank. And he's used to this. Of course, this is my puffer, Fahaga puffer Gizmo's tank. And so he's quite used to me disturbing him. So this is what we're going to do. And I really don't even mess with the substrate just because like that's where the beneficial bacteria is, and that's really what the plants use to, you know, feed off of. And plus I have 2 filters on this tank, one hang on the back and one sponge filter in there. And so we're just going to let that do its thing, and we're just going to let this suction out some of that water. And because this tank's been going on, or, you know, it's been up and running for so long, you know, I do maybe like a 20% water change. And then I also go through and I make sure that the glass is clean and that there's no algae, at least on the front parts of the tank. And a lot of people like turn off their filters and do all of that stuff. And, you know, that may be a good idea, but for me, not so much. And I really try to give him his own space while I'm doing this. So a lot of times he'll kind of back off, or I'll just kind of get in his little space a little bit until I need to do until I'm done doing what I need to do, and he'll kind of back off. But I really try to give him his own space and try to see where he is in the tank so that I don't disturb him while I'm cleaning his tank. Or at least try not to do it too much. But I also just want to make sure that he has a safe living environment. Alright, so while it's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and put some water in the bucket. Well, if you are enjoying this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also that like and that bell notification icon so you'll know every time I post a new video. Listen, we are still trying to get to 500 subscribers. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button to help this channel grow. Please help me get there. And bucket 1 is full. Now we're going to do bucket 2. And we're going to dump this dirty water. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab this safe, and we're going to put just some of this safe in these buckets here. So maybe just about that much. You can see. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And this would actually work to dechlorinate the water. I have a link on where you can buy this in the description below, which is right off of Amazon. You can use my link to buy this safe off of Amazon. And so that's what's going to dechlorinate the water and make sure that the fish are able to handle the chemicals and things that, you know, us humans need in order to drink the water or bathe in the water. So bucket 2 is almost full. And then we will dump that dirty water out, and we'll go ahead and add our new water in. And what you'll want to do is go ahead and pull out the suction. Go ahead and put your hand at the bottom of it so it gets all that dirty water out and into the bucket. All right. So we'll put this on the side, and we'll go dump this water here out, and then we'll come back and we'll put the new water in. All right, so we dumped out that old water, and now we're going to add the new water in. And I always want to make sure like where he is before I dump it in, just to make sure that we don't pour it directly on him. All right, that's bucket number 1. And now bucket number 2. All right, now we'll want to go ahead and fill it up to at least about the black rim here. So we'll go and fill this bucket out with some more water. And again, you want to make sure that you put that safe in any new water that you're putting into a tank. All right. Now I also want to make sure that I look at my filter at the back to make sure that the water is not maybe over spewing, that the filters aren't letting out too much water, or that it's actually filtrating through. And that's something that I check in the back as well. And then I also make sure that my fish is somewhat okay, right? Of course, this is a stressful process for the fish, but it's something that must be done. I also make sure that the heaters in the back are still working, and I make sure that for the most part the aquarium is able to care for the fish, because this is ultimately the fish's home. Well, hopefully you were able to take something away from this video. If so, let me know what did you learn in today's video? Comment below. Also, if you have any other questions, go ahead and comment below as well. I always love to hear from you. By the way, thank you so much for those of you who have commented on my video. Also, who have liked and shared my video. Thank you. It means so much to me. You've been watching another episode of Growing Up Fish. I'm Jamal.